Good morning, good morning. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I get to sleep this weekend. Good morning. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Good morning, motivational from Brazil. Good morning. You like my eyebrows because they're well done and pretty? Thank you, because baby, these is all natural. And that's crazy because I want to get them tinted because I feel like I look like a naked mole rat because I ain't got no eyebrows for real. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning, Janelle. How are you guys this morning? I feel so much better. I still haven't got any sleep, but I feel so good. Even though yesterday was a doozy, okay, I still feel great. I did a lot of studying. I told y'all when I get off this stream, I don't get off the charts. I wanted to go to sleep. I laid down and I said, either you could sleep now or you could just wait for the weekend to sleep and you can go through these trades and go through your cheat sheet and see what's up. And that's what I did. I did not stop until about 4. Yeah. Yes, I did not stop until 4 o'clock, but it was needed. I have like one more thing I really need to go through because I think I'm missing a lot of trades with that particular setup. But that's what I really was focused on was certain things that I had like way too restrictive because I told you guys at some point I do want to get rid of certain setups possibly, and kind of focus most on the setups that I see happen the most, and I think that's what we're gonna do. So that's what my focus is gonna be this weekend. My best friend works this weekend, so I don't have to worry about being on the game all weekend. And that's what I'm gonna focus on. Hopefully, we'll see. But I feel great this morning. So great that I know I'm taking a nap later. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I sound a lot better. Thank you. I am still exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. Please don't get it twisted. I'm still exhausted. But I feel a lot better. And it's probably just from me going through all that I went through yesterday. Sometimes I look at days like yesterday like I needed this. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yesterday was just not a great day. I didn't think about this until later, but I had a lot on my mind. I had a whole breakdown in the shower. It was just all kind of stuff, honestly. And it probably stemmed from the previous day having conversations about my bio, and I think it just like sent me over the edge yesterday. Don't get it twisted. It didn't affect my trading. My trading was just trash because I had things that I needed to fix in my strategy, tweak. Let me say tweak, not fix. But either way, I yesterday just was not great. It just was not great. But we're here. We're here, okay? We're here. And that's all that matters. Can I do a... I think I can. Are you gonna hold me? Please don't. You won't. You will. Of course. Oh yeah, and that account is probably, if I lose the next trade, that other account is gonna blow, which is fine. I need it to blow anyway, so I'm not tripping. Not tripping at all. That was my first trade of the day. I have not missed any trades so far, so it is what it is. It is what it is. One thing I have been thinking about though, and we'll see over time, is I have been thinking about like, all right, there was an attempt to trap the sellers here. So the POC was seller's volume in the wick. But you see how the zigzag changed into seller volume? I'm thinking about possibly making it to where I need to take profit or break even at those times, but I really won't know until probably tomorrow. I'll figure it out over the weekend because I also spent time catching up my trade journal. I got everything done from July 22nd to July 30th, 31st. Because I think I stopped when it was August 1st. So I categorized all the trades, put them all into playbooks, all of that. So once that is done, that will definitely help me to see if I need to do that. Because there's very few times where I need to manually break even, but this one kind of makes sense, right? If the sellers were already in control and I was trying to trap them, but they took control of the swing up, then I need to break even. That's just my thought process. That also could just be a doozy with that particular trade. We'll see, but I will look at that this weekend. That's one of the two things I'll need to look at, but yeah, we'll see. But I'm not tripping. It is what it is. Was 4 contracts not enough? Oh yeah, I said I was gonna risk a quarter of the trade of the available drawdown, not half. All right, well, we still got a little bit in there. We still got 1,200 in there, so we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But that's one of the reasons why I've been so heavily focused on just making sure I take every trade, because that's legit the only way for me to have all of the data that I need. All right, I thought that. All right, so to the right. Need that to get back in order. It just did. I don't know what this. Oh, 620. But yeah, one of the things that I've been really excited about as I've finally started to put my trades into the playbooks is being able to immediately go through and see which. So I like to filter it net P&L high and low, and just being able to see like what the win rate is and stuff and all of that, because that allow, and I make sure that anything that's now invalid I put into this one so I can see how my adjustments are affecting my P&L. Like how much am I now mitigating as far as losses go because of adjustments that I'm making. So I'll just have to remember, like when I go into my physical journal and go back, because what I do is I go back through all the data that I have, write down the trades that are part of that example, and if I decide to get rid of something or make an adjustment to the rule, I go back and I make that adjustment in the physical journal, but I'll also make sure that I do that in the online journal. So anything that's categorized, when I need to go back, I'll go back and recategorize it as an invalid trade so that I can see. But yeah, so that's been really exciting, and that's again another reason why I have to make sure that I am taking every trade, because it just makes things so much better. Trezella has the ability to type in missed trades, But my problem is I have to put the entire execution. So the time, the entry price and all that, I ain't doing it. I'm just not. It'll make things easier, I'm sure. And maybe eventually once I get everything caught up and I'm not spending so much time back testing and all of that, or reviewing trades, I'll have the time to go through and put all the missed trades in there. Who knows? But for now, I'm not doing it. I'm just not. So that's that. We keep rejecting at the buy rotation levels and we're pushing down. So at least that was a true reversal and I didn't just get stopped out for it to continue up. But yeah. Do you guys have any plans for the weekend? Because my only plan is to sleep. Sleep, catch up on my trade journal. And look over, I need to look over the divergence trades, the deeper divergence trades that happen that are still going with the trend, because my counter trend divergence is perfect. Literally have no need to look at that. I don't think I have anything to look at with the pullbacks either. I do think I'm going to get rid of the alternate pullback, which is the one that's setting up right now. Lower low to a higher high to a higher low. I don't really think I like that trade at all, actually. So I do want to go through and write all of those down to see if I just want to completely get rid of it, which I'm pretty sure I am. So I need to look over 3 things, and then just looking over if the trade is a trap of the buyers or sellers, and the zigzag changes, do I need to break even? It's the only thing I care about. Those 3 things and I'll be good. I have about maybe, let me see, since I can't look at the freaking calendar on there since they're stupid. So I have about maybe 16 more trading days worth of data to enter into TradeZella, and that should be it. That should be it. Important thing to remember today is, since it is Friday, I can't take divergence where the POC volume is opposite the trade direction. And also, if we reach new highs or lows for the session, I can't take those divergences either. And that's the only thing I really have to remember for Fridays. That's it. That's all. I wonder if I probably don't. That was regular. I don't even think I have any. Nope, I don't have any in there yet. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yard work and biking. No plans, working a few hours Sundays. That's it. Good. That means that we're relaxing for the weekend, which I feel like is so important because of how much our brain works. And y'all brains work more than mine because y'all work a job on top of it. My brain just needs to rest on the weekends. That's why I'm just so ready to, I just need to stop. It ain't even like I'm lazy. Oh, good morning, Predator. How are you this morning? Good morning. It's not that I'm lazy. My problem is like like I told y'all, when I get off the off the charts with you guys, off the stream, I'm not done, you know? So most of the time I journal. If I have any losses for the day, I'm going back to make sure that that's not a loss that could be mitigated. Sometimes it can't, just like that particular one probably can't be mitigated, honestly, because it sets up quite a bit and it's pretty accurate for the most part. But I do try to see that, because again, I'm not trying to make it to where I'm winning 100% of my trades. However, if that is a consistent pattern that loses, obviously I'm going to try to figure that out, you know. But sometimes I realize there's nothing I could do. That's just a time that it loses, and it is what it is. So after I do that and I go through any losses that I actually took, then I go through and I look at, I journal all the trades that I missed or didn't take for the day. And if any of them like are valid setups based on what my rules are currently, and again they have losses, I'll go through and I'll see, is there something that I'm missing? Like yesterday, remember I told you guys with the trades that I lost yesterday, like I've been taking them because they've been setting up recently, and every single time they won, right? So the very first trade that I lost, the previous bar was at the, I think I was going for a buy. Yeah, I was going for a buy. The previous reversal bar was at the top of the change, the bias change zone. The entry bar was at the bottom of it. And I'm like, it's literally been setting up just fine this entire time, right? Well, guess what? I wrote all the trades out and I was correct. It had never lost. However, there was one thing that was different with the trade that I lost yesterday versus all the other trades that won. So I was right. I was right in my thinking. I'm like, wait, something is really, really off here, and I'm not really understanding. Oh, that almost caught me. So I was looking down. But yeah, like, I'm looking at the wrong thing anyway. But yeah, so that was the first trade. The second trade that I lost was something that I just didn't realize, where I can't, this is the same thing as my regular pullbacks. Anything where the previous bar touched the, made a new high or a new low, that volume of that swing pushing down off of that new high or low, it cannot be more than the previous swing in the same direction, because otherwise it's telling you that, you know, the buyer or the sellers took over in an uptrend, or the buyers took over in a downtrend, right? But I did not realize that it wasn't just for my regular pullbacks. It's for anything. So even if we have some super deep pullback for divergence or something like that, the same thing needs to happen. The third trade that I lost was kind of like the first one, where literally every other time it set up, it worked, except that one. And it was because of where the POC was at the time. The POC didn't clear the level. Just like the first trade that I lost, the POC didn't clear the level. So what that tells me is that we pushed, because I said something on the last trade. I was like, I feel like it was the way that everything reacted with the previous bar, and that it pushed too hard off of it. And I was correct. It pushed so hard that the POC didn't clear the level I was trading off of. And it's just little things like that where, like, I'm on the right track. It's just that was the first time it ever set up like that for that particular setup. Well, what the hell can I do about that? Nothing. I just needed the data for it. And it was so simple, because I'm literally writing down, all right, TP, 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 TP. What the hell? Where did this loss come from? That. And I had one other example of the last trade that I lost. Just one other example. And it would where it lost, and it was the same thing. The POC didn't clear the level. That's it. That's literally it. So it just be little stuff like that. It gets on my nerves, absolutely, but I need the lesson from it. So, oh yeah, I'm tripping. I probably would have gotten filled. I missed this trade right here. At first, I was thinking I didn't want to take it because I remember losing a trade last week where it was touching the current open and the previous close, and that's something I never had issues with before. However, after I sat there and watched it win, I had to think about what that trade was. That trade ended up being invalidated for a whole different reason. And it was one tick away from being an invalidated trade, but it just missed closing on that line right there, which I wasn't worried about. So yeah, I missed that one, but it's all good. That would have got me back to break even. Netflix and Arma 3. What's Arma 3? Is that a alcoholic beverage? Good morning, online safety. How are you this morning? Now you got me looking up. What is Arma 3? Oh, it's a video game. I never heard of that. Experience true combat gameplay in a massive military sandbox. Authentic, diverse, open. Arma 3 sends you into war. I've never heard of this game. I might have to look at some gameplay on that. What systems is it on? It's a computer game? Oh, that's why. It looks like it was released in 2013. Oh yeah, 2013, baby. I was so heavy into Call of Duty, I wasn't playing nothing else. I didn't know what was out. I'm probably gonna try to game a little bit myself. That's my happy place. I did play some 2K yesterday. I brought out my shooter because my friend finally brought his center out. I play center a lot, and my best friend does not like when anyone else plays center because nobody else has a center that can consistently hit shots, and I can. But I brought out my shooter yesterday, and I was balling. I think we probably played about 7 games, and across 7 games, I probably missed 10 shots total. But I also shoot almost 70% from 3 with that guy, so. And a few of the shots I only missed because I was trying different stuff like moving shots and stuff like that, which I was hitting, but I wasn't hitting as consistent as my just catch and shoot. But I was averaging about 20 to 25 points a game last night, and it was fun. A lot of fun. Man, that trade set up so perfect too. Can't believe I missed it. Yeah, that was perfect. Oh, the other thing I'm going to do this weekend is hammering the rules in my head. Certain ones I haven't really had to change very often, so those are the ones specifically that I need to just get into my head. The trade that I missed was, oh, I went back too far. Here. There was 2 opportunities for me to get filled. Oh yeah, I did have a trade this morning where I didn't get filled on. Let's see, that bar is 22,179. Oh yeah, I would have gotten filled. That was a couple of seconds in between. I for sure would have gotten filled. But it's all good. But yeah, I had a trade at some point earlier. If I can find it, I'll show you guys. Good morning, Granny. Let me see if I can find it real quick while I'm waiting on a setup. It's another reason why I started trading at 8:35 now. I'm going to eventually get back to trading starting at 8:30, but I get sick of no fills because the market's moving so fast. Shoot, I don't know where it is. Did I not put it on my chart? Oh, there it is. All right, 841.51. All right, I'll show you. It was this trade. Deep divergence pullback going in the same direction as the trend. Like I said, this is the one of the setups that I want to look at this weekend. Not because it's not working out well. It's working out great. I missed the trade a lot doing other stuff, but it's one of my more accurate setups, just like this same setup in a counter trend situation. But I actually wasn't filled on this one. It just skipped right on through. So yeah. Actually, I didn't even look at it on the inside Renko bars. Let me make 840, 150. Oh yeah. So this is what it looked like. So that's the only thing that sucks about using limit orders. So when this bar closes, it puts my entry here, but I need one of these bars to pull back and hit it. And again, that's another reason why sometimes trading with Renko suck, because you're getting the more accurate entries if you have a great strategy, and you just come across this a lot. So it just skipped straight through. But yeah, I feel like, of course, it happens more in the beginning of the session than it does like after 9:30. Amelia, what you saying dang to? Oh, let me make a note. The things I want to look at this weekend. I can't take buys until, oh shit, we just broke it. Alright, I don't, let's see that one. I want to look at that. I need to this. And then catch up. TradeZilla. Pretty sure that's all I need to do. So look at those two setups. One I don't know if I want to keep. The other one I want to make less restrictive. Then look at the POC being opposite and the zigzag changing to match it while I'm in the trade if I need to break even. And then catch up TradeZilla. That's it, that's all. Let's see. Price is in a place where I can't trade yet. And if we get to 10 o'clock, I'm going to have to just increase, because I can already see that I'm not going to get very many trades. I mean, I haven't had very many today so far. I've only had 3. The one I took, the one I just missed, and the one that took profit before hitting my entry. So we're going to max this bad boy out. I'm not going 10 contracts, but I am going to risk half of the drawdown. And actually, maybe I should risk the whole thing. Oh, I can't, because it requires 13 contracts. So, alright, we're gonna go 6. Oh, wait, I would unlock it. Hello. I need to tell him that's not been working well. You're supposed to be able... What the fuck? I'm supposed to be able to... I gotta tell him this is not working. I wonder if he came out with a an update. Alright, well, I actually cannot. Trying to increase the size on my trade copier, but it's not letting me. Size multiplier. I want it to be a multiplier, but it's not letting me, so maybe I could change it to quantity so I could just type it in. Perfect. Alright, so we're gonna go 6 contracts on the next trade for the follower. That works. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able to just like click the little under size, I'm supposed to just be able to click it and be able to move my mouse, use the wheel to increase or decrease the number, but it's not working. So I just changed it to quantity so I could just type it in, because I don't got time for that at all. So yeah, that way the account's either going to be back at full drawdown by the end of this, well, if we at least get 2 more trades in, hopefully. So it's either going to be back to full drawdown by the end of the session, or it's going to fail and it renews tomorrow. So we'll be good there. And I made sure that I looked at my little cheat sheet with my renewal dates to make sure, so I don't have the problem that I had earlier this month doing the wrong freaking accounts, because that was ghetto. Oh, my kill percentage, the 70%. No, that's my shooting percentage. My shooting percentage from 3. Girl, be killing shit, okay? No, on Apex, I have like almost a 3.0 KD ratio, which is actually really high for a shooting game. So it means that for every 3 kills that I get, I usually have a death. I average about over 1,500 damage per game. The highest it's been so far this season was 1660 or something like that. But we started playing ranked, and in ranked you can't really, well, you can, especially in the lower lobbies like we had to start out in. But yeah, in ranked you can't really be as loose as you can in pubs because everybody's just sitting like bitches. They hide. So you run around too loose, all you're gonna do is get shot in your back by people who are in the corners. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to make my thumbnail for yesterday. What did I lose? Like $800 something. I don't remember. I don't feel like looking. So I'll look in the trade performance. Price is still at a place where I can't trade, so 15. 801. All right. Why can't I move that? Whatever. Oh, that's why. Oh, it's all good. 801. I can type. Oh, Coco Jones has a new song out. I love her. I'm gonna go listen. Let's see. Negative 801. All right, that's done. I know I'm sleepy. I'm going to try to find a song, this new song to listen to, and I open up my phone app, like to make a call. Girl, what is you doing? It's a choppy mess. Yeah. I wanted to take that trade, but I can't because of where price is gonna close. Whoa, is that the exact level is over here? Looks like it. Almost to the T. I would have taken that, but it closed right on the middle half trend. Wait, did the POC stay where I wanted it to be? Oh, it moved anyway, alright. Never mind. Let's listen to this new song. I don't know why that comes off sometimes. Whatever. Good morning. Can you tell me how to pronounce your name? Is it San, like sand, or is it San? But good morning and thank you. Have we had a trade off of the bottom of the zone yet? We had one. Good morning, Rio. How are you this morning? Like San? Okay. Okay, I feel better. I just don't like mispronouncing people's names because my name gets butchered a lot. Well, not so much now, but especially when I was a lot younger. Everyone called me KeAmber, even though the A is capital in my name, and it's like that doesn't prompt you to make that like a different sound. You just want it all to flow together, huh? All right. I don't really know if I like that song, which is crazy because that would be like it's not bad. I was just listening to Coco Jones' new song "Sweep It Up." I'm just not a fan of it. It's not a bad song, but it doesn't have a similar vibe to her other songs. And I her EP that she put out, I forget the name of it, but I can listen to that EP backwards and forwards all day every day on repeat. And then her song what was the last one she just came out with a couple months ago? What the hell is it called? Here We Go. That's my shit. Okay? But the Sweep It Up song, I'm not so sure. Alright, 501. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Oh no. Fuck y'all. I didn't want to be in that trade anymore. I clicked the button again to try to get out of it, but it had already put me in the trade. The POC changed right when the bar was closing. Fuck. Alright, so that other account is one trade away from being blown. Actually, let me make sure it is. I really need 7 contracts, but I'm going to keep it at 6. Because what I don't want is for it to come close to stopping me out and then go where I want it to go, and then I just lost the account for no reason. Let me make a note on my chart, because when I journal, I don't want to think that I just thought it was valid, because I didn't. POC changed at last second before bar closed. So it is what it is. Can't help that one. It's just annoying when that happens sometimes, because it's like those are the trades where it doesn't even go a couple of ticks to where I can break even. So it just kind of sucks, but it's cool. It's all good. But yeah, I wanted the POC to be in the wick, and I wanted it to be buyer's volume to trap them there. And it was there at first, and then it changed to being in the bar, the body of the bar. So it was here. The POC was here at first, and then it took over right here, right before the bar closed. And I did not want it to be there. If it was going to be in the body, I still wanted it to be buyer's volume to trap them. And the reason why is because this swing was more than this one, even though it was less bars. Pretty sure it was less bars. Yeah, it was less bars, but it was more volume. So the buyers were trying to take over in the downtrend, so I wanted to trap them. The only way it works where like the POC can be in the body and is still seller's volume is if we had some kind of level we were reacting off of. So it could have been rotation, one of these rotation levels. It could have been the VWAP. It could have been anything, but there was no level there, so it had to be opposite volume. But it's cool. I can't help it changing at the last second. It's just one of the risks of scalping. It's one of the unfortunate risks of scalping. But yeah, I'm going to keep 6 contracts on, even though I need 7 to completely blow it. But like I said, what I don't want to happen is for price to come close to stopping me out and go in my actual direction in TP, because then I'll be screwed for no reason. So, but that was annoying. And even more annoying because I missed that other trade where I wouldn't even be down. And that's why it's important to take every trade and make sure you concentrate and don't miss out on anything. Reversing up, just made 720. It might grow on you, Amelia. I don't know. I don't even like the sound, like the actual melody. I'm not too fond of either, so that doesn't help. Scalping is not for the faint of heart. Exactly. Nice. Congratulations on 720. That's nice. How many contracts did you take or use? What's my TP? My TP is 18 ticks. I stop loss 18, TP 18. Yeah, scalping is definitely not for the faint of heart. But little stuff like that, like, I wouldn't even be too bothered about, honestly. Like, I did take my eye off of that for a half a second, and that is legit when the bar closed. But stuff like that I'm cool with. I'm not cool with, like, the mistakes that I made on Monday. Those were just like, what are you doing, girl? But both of my losses so far today, one of them was a completely valid trade. Missed, I think I only missed one trade, maybe two. I feel like I only missed one. And then we had a trade that took profit before hitting my entry. So I have I do 18 tick stop loss, 18 tick take profit. When it's 16 ticks in profit, it moves to break even. My stop loss moves to break even automatically. And also what I do is my chart trader has a setting where basically if my pending order is there, and look, that just so happened to be the reversal point, and that's why I don't take that trade. But anyway, if my order is there and it has not been filled, once it's 16 ticks in profit, it removes the order automatically. And it does that. I have it to do that because if I automatically break even 16 ticks in profit, well, once it hits 16 ticks in profit and I don't have an entry, well, then I don't want the order anymore because I would already have broken even. So 10 contracts. Oh, baby, you like to go max. What a... Oh, that's the old level. Oh, I have to break even. I think, yeah, I was above that level. I wasn't supposed to take that trade. I thought about it when I saw this line here. I'm like, why? Yeah, I can't take that trade above that. And that's why right there. I'm glad I caught it. Usually you'll see two lines on my chart. One is where my minor level change trends and one is where my middle level change trends. That level is extremely important because typically if we change the middle half trend, if it changes and we reject and we start trading above it, price is going to head up if we keep rejecting here. So that's why I have it there. And I'm glad I got out. You see, I would have lost. And that's actually something that I just discovered. I don't even know, maybe 2 weeks ago. So sometimes I do forget, but other times I remember. Like we had a situation like that probably not even an hour. It wasn't even an hour ago because it happened while I was on stream. So maybe like 30 minutes ago, 30, 45 minutes ago, we had the same situation. Only when it's not my money, I feel it. That's why I've always said, like, if you're trading props, it's no point because sometimes people will ask, like, why aren't you trading micros? They'll ask people that. I don't usually get that question because obviously I put in my title that I'm scalping. Don't ask somebody why they're not scalping micros. That doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? But either way, like I know there's some people trade micros because they intraday swing trade and, you know, minis might be too much for what their stop loss is or whatever. But if you're risking 1% of your available drawdown, why are you trading? What's the point? What's the point of trading props? I feel like the least you should go is 5. Because if you're losing 20 trades in a row, well then you just shouldn't even have an account. Your strategy's not right yet. I want to see us get away from this zone. Something else that I was doing a couple of days ago when I was reviewing the charts for the day was I was keeping the old zones on the chart, but I was just painting them a certain color so that I knew it was an older level. I could, for shits and giggles, do that since we only have like 45 minutes left. But it was actually pretty interesting. If I don't do it today, I'll probably do it on starting Monday. Just keep the old levels there. But I wanted to see if like some of the losses that I had dealt with had to do with an O level being there. And an O level was there. It did react off of it, but it wasn't the reason why I lost the trades. It was something totally different. But it was cool to see like how price was reacting at different spots. Because sometimes, like, I'm so zoomed into my chart, like into the price action, because scalping, I don't need to know what's happening on a 1 hour chart. I don't need to know any of that stuff. I mean, I have different pivot levels, you know, and zones that I pay attention to try to stay away from to increase my odds of winning. But aside from that, I really don't need to know too much information. If I lose like 3 or 4 times in a row on trading, I stop for the day. That's not bad. Everybody should have a stopping point. I don't have one. But that's because I don't, in the process of developing a strategy, I shouldn't stop. If the account blows, it blows. I have other accounts. I'm just mad because I should be break even right now. And I know that when volatility was super high, I was like, hey, I want you to slow down, but I didn't mean like this. Yesterday and today, I think, well, yesterday actually had more trades. It's just I didn't, I was too restrictive on one of my setups. And so I was missing a lot of what could have been a great day yesterday, actually. And that's what prompted me. I was like, nah, this is setting up way too much. I'm way too restrictive. Let me figure something out. And that was that. Whew. But today, this price action is literally non-existent. All right, I thought something was going to sit up, but it's not. No, my charts are going. Oh, it didn't freeze. Maybe because I only got 7 days worth of data. I mean, 3 days worth of data. All right, and then I was just changing it. I'm just about to put all these zones on the chart. Because sometimes, honestly, especially with trading on Renkos, I can't really see that the market is chopped. That's another reason why I have the time-based chart over there. It doesn't really affect my trading at all, but because I can't really see the market, I can't tell it's choppy. I can't even tell that we're trading at the same price that we were trading at an hour ago. So at least if I put the zones on the chart and keep them there, that'll help me to see that, like, yo, we're trading where we've been trading all day, because the change zones are kind of staying in the same spot. Like this one looks like it's about to overlap. see. But yeah, so I'll just have a whole bunch of overlapping, and that's something that I noticed. I don't even know what prompted me to do this the other day. I think I was just bored, and I just wanted to see what it looks like, kind of. But yeah, there's a lot of overlapping. I'm gonna remove them for today. Oh no, I'm not. It's gonna get a little clunky, but she'll be alright. I hope I did not. Alright. So I probably wouldn't have taken this just because this is the new one where I am trying to be less restrictive. But I wanted to, anytime that happens where I'm not as, oh yeah, I would have gotten filled too. Anytime that happens where I make an adjustment like that, I want to see the trade work out at least once first, and it did. This trade worked out perfectly, and I absolutely would have gotten filled there too. So even though it's set up, I know myself I wouldn't have taken it. Not yet. But yeah, that worked out perfect. Cool. All right, well, I could take it from now on. Let's see. All right, I can't take that trade, so I can go back to what I was doing. But yeah, me keeping the zones on the chart is gonna be like the only way for me to know that we're trading at a price level that we already been trading at, and to be able to see some of the chop. Usually I delete the old zones. Oh yeah, this is very choppy. Look at how this is a 15-second chart. These zones shouldn't be so close. They should not be this close. Oh yeah, this is real choppy. I'm gonna delete all of these in a second actually, because it's too much chop. And some of the levels, the zones are like overlapping each other. So yeah, very choppy. But it's crazy because now that all the zones are there, so we reacted off of an old zone where, so this is the thing. So it's green because that's where my overall trend bias changed from a downtrend to an uptrend. So I painted green because if at the time that it happens we react off the top of it, it uses it as support. But a lot of times we have an immediate rejection and it's treated as resistance instead. So I would have to go back to see what time I drew. Let's see. This zone was drawn from 9:51. So it's the most recent changeover zone. And at, what is this, 10:04, we used it as resistance. But yeah, all the overlapping lets me know how choppy it is. When did we we traded above over there. Yeah, that's a hot choppy mess. Are resets still $35? They should be, yes. I love to use the 1 minute chart. I hate time-based charts. There's nothing you can do to convince me to go back to time-based charts. I literally hate time-based charts. Janelle, let me go look real quick for you, but I'm pretty sure it is. I think I was watching Alpine stream yesterday and he was talking about how it's $35 and it's cheaper than getting a 50K account or something reset in the 150. But I'm gonna go look real quick. I sent that to myself. Girl, you are goofy. Alright. Oh no, half price resets. Was I watching? I must have been watching the stream before the promo ended or something. I don't know. That's probably what. Sorry, Janelle. It's half price. I need to start putting that back on the overlay because I used to do that. Put all the details, but one of those promos they had so much going on. It was the 1 day pass with the 80% off and the $35 resets and this and it was too much. $40 for these accounts, so I just stopped putting all the details in there. Alright, so here's the problem. Now because of all the dams, oh, wait, why is that one still? Alright, yeah, I'm about to remove all these because now I can't see the damn zone that I need to see. It was cute while it lasted. Alright, so I'm like, why is there a random red line there? Well, that's because that's where that changeover zone happens. Alright, now we're back. So this right here is, wait, I missed that one. Well, not missed, I set out of it. This is a trade that I need to, this is one of the setups I said this weekend I'm gonna focus on making less restrictive because this was a great sale, but it didn't follow my rules all the way, mainly because this changeover zone, changeover level went through the body of the entry candle. And right now, the way that I traded, it has to wick off of it or it needs to trade off of this zone up here that I haven't drawn yet. But because we're still going in the direction of the trend, I want to be able to take this. I have a feeling I kind of know what it probably needs to be based off of when this happens, when I'm having a pullback to my major level. I just need the POC to be in the wick of the candle and for the volume to be opposite the trade direction because I'm trapping whoever's there. So I am going to look into that, and that's probably what that trade needs to be as well, which is exactly what it was. So I was going for a sale, POC in the wick, buyer's volume, trap them and go. So I just probably a week ago started to journal those that don't meet my criteria all the way. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I'll make sure that Monday I put it up on the screen. All right, so we're probably only going to get one more trade. So I will just stick with 6 because if the next trade loses, I could just quickly lose a trade on that account to go ahead and blow it. Only problem is we're going to have a great week next week. because I only have $1,500 of drawdown left on the leader account. No bueno. And we need that account to last at least until the first, when the other account comes back. So we need that account to last for 2 weeks. But this week was just a trash week, man. This was the worst week since I started trading order flow, actually. The worst week. I was doing so well. But maybe next week would be different now that certain things are like pretty much set in stone. Hopefully when I look over those 2 setups this weekend, that'll be all I need to do to make everything solidified. But we'll see. Alright, we finally are trying to push the downtrend. See what happens. We rejected initially right here. Or no, I think it was right here. We rejected initially. Can't take a sell. Just changed. I don't want to take the divergence either. So we'll just look for the next pullback. I'm done trading. I just made 4K on the reversal down. Nice. Nice. Alright, no pullback here. Just your instincts. Thank you, Sign. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be fine. I just keep reminding myself, I'm literally only a month into trading order flow. How upset can I be? None. Especially because I didn't start off with a bunch of data either. Because essentially, even though I was trading the POC entry for whenever I started, from May 28th until July 18th, I can't use any, all of that data is not usable because I don't know who was in control in the POC, which is what's important now. So I literally cannot use any of that data. Can't use any of it. So I went in July 19th with 1 day worth of backtesting data because, like I said before, I purchased the indicator so late at night and there was no way I was going to be able to backtest the way I wanted to. So, and yeah, only thing I deal with is data that I collect each session. And obviously in a month's worth of time, I'm not going to collect everything I need for each setup because every setup doesn't happen every day, right? So it's going to take time to get all the data that I need for certain setups because they don't happen every day. Like I said, I think I was trying to go through yesterday and see if there was any setups that I wanted to get rid of. It's not. It's not at all. I was thinking one of the counter trend divergence trades, but I don't want to get rid of it actually. I don't. So I won't. No. So, and I think having a variety of setups, as long as they're easy to remember, they're easy to trade and stuff, and they have high win rates, I think that it's important to keep them because what I don't want to do is limit myself to, let's say, 3 setups, but it just so happens that's a day where none of those 3 setups even happen. Then it's like, oh, I could have used those other setups. But it's literally all I'm doing is trading different versions of pullbacks and different versions of divergence. That's literally it. I was trying to take the rejection there or here, but we created outside bars instead. Trading View has helped me with my Trading View is the trade journal, right? This month I had to counter the trend a lot. Yeah, and see, that's the other thing. Like, I know there's a lot of people who feel like you should only trade with the trend. There's people who love counter trend trading. For me, I want to be able to take trades either way. I don't want to restrict myself. I don't. Because there are some really good counter trend trades. The only problem when you're counter trend trading is that you really have to be pretty diligent. I don't really know if I like taking this trade off the zone, but I'm going to take it anyway. If it stops me out, it's cool. But yeah, there are some really good counter trend trades, but you have to be really good at timing it. Alright, since I don't really like taking the trade off that zone, I'm just going to go ahead and break even. I was going to try to push it, but it's rejecting too much. Watch it push straight through. And that's why I don't like taking trades off the zone. A lot of times once we come back to the zone like that, it just wants to reverse. Because this was the thing. We already, where's the initial break? The initial break automatically pulled right back in, right? And then we, like, yeah, once we get back to the zone, I just don't like taking them anymore. Not after we trade too far under or above them, obviously, if it's an uptrend, but and you want to know something? That was the same trade I took earlier that I had to break even out of because we were actually above the level to trade that. But at least I'm catching it. But yeah, I just don't like taking trades at that zone like that. But I have to learn how to be comfortable with it because the zone wasn't the problem. It was the fact that we were above that level we weren't supposed to be above. And we only got 15 minutes left. Just wasn't setups today. Same way I play both sides, but August kept me on my toes. Like, the biggest thing for me is if I was struggling because I felt like my strategy was already together, which I've had those moments where, like, I'm like, yeah, going into next week, I feel like my strategy is we're there finally after all these months. And then the market becomes the market. It does what it does, and I'm like, and as frustrating as it can be sometimes, like feeling like you're there after all the hours and the chart time and all of that, it's also a blessing in disguise to me. Like, I see the silver lining, I see the good in most things, not everything. But I'm just happy that I have these times when I'm still in evals. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people have blown accounts in the last couple of weeks, especially when the volatility was extremely high. What was that? Like August 2nd. I think it was that Friday, August 2nd, and that Monday, August 5th. The volatility was extremely high. And so many people failed accounts. And I can only be grateful that I didn't think my strategy was ready, and I'm trading in PAs, and then my strategy, the market showed me that my strategy was not ready yet, which I've said all the time. I don't want to be perfect with my strategy, but I know that there's a way for me to have an extremely high win-loss ratio and profit factor. But in order for me to get to that point, I have to have the chart time. I have to have the trades that I take, and be able to learn from it. And I'm just happy that I have the opportunity for that part, because I could be out here failing PAs. But wrong shoe. But yeah, that's what I care most about, is that I have the ability to learn from it. Because that's the other thing. When you're putting something together for yourself, you have to have the ability to point out what components of your trades are causing you to have some of the losses that you're having. Sometimes it's just a loss that time, right? But if you are consistently losing, and part of it is a journaling thing, because there's a lot of people who don't journal, but if you're consistently losing on certain setups, but you don't have the ability to point out what's causing your losses, well, you're kind of screwed, because you got to be able to learn from it, and then you have times where your strategy might work best when the market is choppy, or your strategy might work best when the market is trending, but you don't know if the market's going to trend or chop that day. So that's why for me, I wanted to take it upon myself to be crazy enough to attempt to create a strategy that would work when the volatility is high or low. And I felt like, and that's probably why I thought to myself, we need to switch to volume-based strategies or setups, because volume, no matter what the volatility is, volume patterns are probably the most consistent patterns in the market. So I just wanted to be able to quantify that. So hopefully after this weekend and going into next week, aside from maybe a couple of mistakes that I might make here and there, my goal is to just not miss out on trades, take every single trade. Hopefully all of my setups are solidified at that point, because I only need to look at 2 now, and that be that. All of my pullbacks to my middle and major trend levels are solidified. All of my counter trend divergence solidified. One of the 2 divergence trades that happened going in the same direction of the trend, that one's solidified. I just need to solidify the second one. And I think I want to get rid of one of my pullbacks. Outside of that, I should be fine. Online safety. You keep me so frustrated. And I try my hardest not to block you or ban you from my channel, because I really do like a good conversation. But my problem with you is that you think that I make assumptions, and you are the person who make assumptions. You've called me naive. You've called me goofy. It's just a lot of assumptions that you make in the process of you telling me that I'm making assumptions. I mean, just last week you told us that the volatility that we saw on the 2nd and the 5th, your system shows us that it's going to be that volatile until 2025. Where has the volatility been the last week? Like, I am all for great conversation because that is the purpose of me. Because I could do this shit without being live on YouTube. I don't have to deal with people. I don't have to be here. I can do this shit in silence and I would have no issue doing it. My problem is people like yourself. You're sweet and sour. And the sour part you can keep to yourself. Trading live on YouTube is hard enough. I don't have to lose in front of people. I've already said that I'm not bothered by losing in front of people because I'm developing a strategy. That's what I'm supposed to do. That was the purpose of me showing the journey, right? But people like yourself really fucking irritate me to the max. And I am this close from not allowing you to speak on my channel anymore. Seriously. I don't need you to correct me because there's nothing to correct. I am not a newbie. I am not new to this in any way, shape, or form. The way I was able to be profitable in my live accounts was because I traded consistent patterns that happen every fucking day. Like, I literally don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. It's so fucking annoying. Billy, I'm developing a scalping strategy with Renkos. It's a combination of Renkos and volume. I only have the time-based chart over here to show people that even though I'm trading, well, number one, a lot of people who are new to my channel have never seen Renkos before, never heard of it. So when I only showed Renkos, people were extremely confused as to what the hell I was trading. So I always keep a time-based chart on there too. And that's that. Good morning, Applejacks. Applejacks. Good morning. Good morning. God kept me from choppy. Yeah. I'm just, my gosh. My goodness. Oh, Janelle. Y'all. And the thing is, do I have a Discord? No. And I don't have a Discord because I don't want to deal with people like online safety. Because when I get off the charts, I don't want to deal with internet people. This is why I'm in a couple of Discords and I don't interact. This is why I stopped interacting in the Apex Discord before it even shut down, because that shit is annoying as fuck. I told y'all, the number one thing to irritate me is to insult my intelligence. Y'all don't know me beyond the internet. I have a brain like no other. I can show you proof of it. Okay? I have an extremely high IQ. Don't do that. Keep that shit to yourself, or I will make you keep it to yourself. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Because nobody has to deal with people. Okay? I don't got to. And it's not about not allowing people to have their opinions, but this is the thing with me. I can see videos online and not agree with people and not comment about it, because it ain't my place to do that. I don't feel like. Whatever your opinion is, keep it to your fucking self. I beg of you. Please. Please. I am begging at this point. Because I'm trying to keep it cool. I'm trying to not be a place where a community of people are silenced. But I will silence you if you get on my nerves. I have to be able to concentrate, and I can't concentrate when people like online safety are coming here telling me that I am making unfounded assumptions. What the fuck are you talking about? Do you know how much money people make trading order flow because they see the same patterns in the market with volume and how it reacts at different levels every day? Like, there was nothing that I said that was an assumption. I don't get it. Ugh. What you got to see, Applejacks? My friend loved the mango liquid death. Sounds like everyone needs to eat some chicken salad with grapes. Girl. People can... Son, you are absolutely correct. But let me tell you something. I don't allow toxic people to be in my real life. I'm definitely not going to allow it on a YouTube channel where they don't have to be and I don't have to be. We like the community over here and I want to keep it that way. And what I'm not going to do is let people irritate. Like, the thing is, I'm not dumb, right? Being publicly doing things, you are opening yourself up to public opinions, public scrutiny, all of that stuff. That's why I never ever want to be famous. I would never want to be a celebrity because why is you watching my every move, right? So I get it. And I get that coming onto YouTube, you're subjecting yourself to certain things. And although that might be true, you don't have to deal with it. You don't. I don't. And I won't. So, I'm going to set fucking boundaries from this point on. I've attempted to set boundaries with him. If he wants to keep doing it, he can go. I've already said it. You can go. You don't have to be here. You do not have to open up your YouTube app and come to this channel. There are other people who are live right now. Go watch Nutty. Go watch Methodical Man. Go watch Husk. Go watch Alpine. Go watch Patrick. Go watch Tanya. Go watch Matt. Go watch anybody. Don't come here. Ugh. Where's the beef bacon? Baby, I need to go find it. I need to go find something. Trenches, we were just talking about strategy and stuff like that, and online safety came here being stupid again. You make a lot of unfounded assumptions, but I don't have the energy to correct me. You shouldn't even want to correct somebody that you don't need to correct. I don't need to be corrected, especially not by you. Umar is definitely wealthy and trades order flow. Exactly. But I'm making unfounded assumptions. The man just put out a video talking about making $878,000 in 57 trading days. But what I'm saying is unfounded assumptions. Okay. Applejacks is my legal name. Girl, shut up. Amelia, I swear, I should have done that a long time ago. But the only reason I use my real name is because I already had a brand with my name before I came to YouTube on my other channel that has 18,000 subscribers that I've abandoned. I'm sorry. But yeah, I already was like making it. First of all, I made a name for myself in local sports, right? And then I was a realtor. And then I was in network marketing. You can't go by a moniker in network marketing, not the way that I was doing it. So it was like, I'm already out here. When I create this YouTube channel for budgeting, I might as well use my real name. And then when I came to this, I was just like, well, because the reality is, yeah, at first, when I was going to come on to create a trading platform or whatever on YouTube, I actually was going to create a moniker, just she trades, and never use my real name. But at the same time, it was like, what's the point? Because you could easily just pop up like one of my old, because I was going to start making content on my other channel anyway, which I am still going to do. So at some point I might end up in your timeline anyway, and it's going to be, hey, that's that she trades girl that I watch every day. Her real name is KeAmber. So it was no point. And I don't have a problem with people knowing who I am and my real name and stuff like that, but goddamn, please. I assumed you. Y'all are crazy. I love y'all. Oh man. Man, oh man, oh man. Well, Applejacks, just to recap today, I've taken 2 trades. I lost both. The second trade actually was invalid. The POC moved at the very last second, and it was one of those trades where literally it went 1 tick and just reversed, so I couldn't get out of it. The first trade was actually, did I lose 3? No. Two. How many did I lose? Shit. At this point, I don't fucking know. Let's see. 1. Oh, wait. 1, 2. I lost 4 trades? Oh, well, I lost 4. No, that was yesterday. Looking at the wrong day. I'm like, that's not possible. Yeah, I lost 2. The first trade actually was a valid setup. I don't really know how I feel about this one. Do we chance it? We'll chance it. We'll chance it. Why not? But yeah, then I missed 1 trade. Genuine miss. I sat out of 1 because it's something that I just like made less restrictive yesterday, so I kind of wanted to see it work once first. And then I did have 1 trade where it took off and hit my take profit before it hit the entry. Now I'm not so sure. I don't know what I want to do. I could have just taken it on the follower though, since that's really the only account I need to take another trade on, but we'll take it. The only reason I'm questioning a little bit is because this would be the first trade beyond the zone. We do have multiple imbalances. I don't really know how I feel about stacked imbalances, but whatever. We're gonna go for it. Because why not? If it loses, I'm cool with that. But yeah, this is the first trade beyond the change zone. So I'm a little about it. So if it loses, it's fine. I don't really have a rule on it yet. It's just something that I've been noticing. It's gonna lose. Maybe not. But yeah, that's, you can see we initially rejected. So this is the first trade beyond the zone. Well, the profit's locked in. Let's see if it's a full TP or if it's a break even. Well, would you look at that? Now the problem is I don't think I don't have time for another trade. Fuck. Don't have time for another trade. Alright, so I was thinking, right? The last time this didn't work out, it was a little bit different because this technically was the first pullback to my minor trend level after the changeover zone. So the time where I didn't see this work out, it was because, oh shit. It was because the first, whoa, hello. Don't worry guys, I'm still here. Push the wrong button. It was because the first pullback like was a deeper pullback to the middle half trend, so that one was a little bit different. That's why I went ahead and chanced it. But now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do with this freaking account, because there's now $1,100 of drawdown left. So what I'm probably going to do is stay on longer, switch to that account specifically. All right, let me turn my copier off. That's the wrong account. But I'm only going to take pullbacks, no divergence. All right, give me a second. You guys are going to give me a little longer today, because we're going to see if we can make it happen, Captain. Count 23. If it blows, it blows. It's fine. I need to do it now because I don't feel like waiting. All right, I think I switched everything over. But yeah, I'm not going to take divergence. I'm only going to take pullbacks. But that particular pullback is one of my favorites to take. I'm not going to lie. It is. I ain't gonna be here too long. If we ain't got nothing by 11:30, baby, she's out of here. I'll just take a random trade. I kind of just don't want to lose the account, to be honest with you, if I can help it. But if the trade loses, it's fine. Especially because I'm trading at a time where I don't normally trade, and I don't even really know what my strategy does after 10:45 when everything kind of dries up. But we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, you feel me? But again, only looking for regular pullbacks. Or let's just say no counter trend. Anything that's in the direction of the trend, I'll probably take. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll go to 11:15. 11:15 or 11:30, one of the two. All right, let's see. Not yet. So I don't have to stew in anger today. You do not. You don't. I promise. I actually did really well today, in spite of my P&L. I have 0 trades today. It's so annoying. You had 0 yesterday, right? Or were you slightly green? I can't remember. Trying to get an indicator fever ticket without someone. How expensive are the tickets now, Applejacks? Now you want biscuits? Definitely working out today. Gotta work off the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. You was good green yesterday. Okay, I couldn't remember. But you didn't like trading Fridays though initially, right? Or am I remembering wrong? Sorry if I'm remembering wrong. Charge it to my brain. I can't take this pullback. I mean, this market is stale. $300 plus. Goodness. Got one for $193 with decent seats. I remember when Those games for like 30-40 bucks. Since you won it, we're 300 plus. My goodness. I don't like Friday trades. Always really red or really green. I remember that. The only thing that I noticed about Fridays, when I always start the stream, I tell y'all, like, I can't. Now that I'm trading order flow, I realize that the counter trend divergence with just the regular divergence, not the alternate one, volume can't be opposite my trade direction because the market is too trendy on Fridays. So you can't really trap them on the counter trend moves. And then also I can't take trades off of the new session highs and lows because again, it's trendy. So I can't take the divergence off of those because the patterns just don't work out the same. But aside from that, that's like the only time where I notice something specific on specific days. I do think that it's hilarious that, like, when we talk about consistent patterns that show up every day, I think it's hilarious how, and I'm going to see this more once I have all my trades and I stop missing and sitting out of so many trades, and I have more of the data in my online journal. I noticed that there are certain setups that happen around the same time, like around like 8:48 to 8:50 in the morning every morning is usually a divergence pullback to my middle half trend. It's so weird. So yeah, there's like certain times where, like, when I look at certain setups and let's say that I'm just reviewing for to see if I need to like take something out or put something in, whatever, I'll be writing consistently like the same exact time a lot. It's so weird. But that's the only thing that I noticed. I remember when I used to trade crude oil, that on Wednesdays, I don't know if it was because of the news for crude oil or what, but on Wednesdays I would always have to stop a lot earlier or I think start later. It was one of the two. I either had to stop early or start later or something like that every Wednesday with crude oil. But because I was trading so many different instruments, sometimes it was hard for me to remember certain stuff. So that's why I use I don't even think it's showing up over here. Is it? I probably don't have it over here, but I have an indicator that shows the lines for the start and end of each session. So on my crude oil chart, I just made sure that I, put it, because you can make it to where it repeats every day, or like, oh, every Monday I wanted to show this, every Tuesday I wanted to show this. You could do that. So I had to do that because there was no way I was remembering all that. No way at all. Other arena wouldn't be that much. Last couple of Fridays have been 1K and 750, so I thought I could have another. Well, you said it was either really red or really green. So the biggest thing is going back to those really red days and figuring out what was the difference and how, like, were you trading different? Was the market showing you something completely different on the really red days versus the really green days? And if you can identify that and shorten that gap between the two, that's where you're going to be real good on Fridays. Because sometimes when like, yo, Friday is my worst day, it can kind of make you go into it really nervous or just like, oh, what is the market going to give me today? Kind of thing. The trader, when I first started, I hated Fridays. Monday through Thursday, I'll be up a good $1,000. Damn, you would give it all back on Fridays? I told you guys, I have a girlfriend. She's been trading profitably for 10 years. She has a course, one-on-one trading, all of that, training and all of that. And a lot of her students are funded with Apex, and they're starting to get funded with Top Step now too, because they're sick of the Apex payout shit too. But either way, she always talks about how she does not trade on Fridays. And if she does, it's very rare. She hates it. What did you miss, online safety? Oh, we were just talking about your assumptions that you need to be corrected on. All right, so I'm going to go for another 20 minutes. The question is, do I just risk it all on the next trade though? Probably. Because not much will probably happen. So problem is I can't risk it all on the next trade because it would take 13 contracts. And I'm max at 10. So I don't know what to do. My funded futures now has DX feed. I thought that was interesting, but I don't know if to try them out. What's DX feed? Is that another data provider? Probably. It sounds like it. Kind of like kinetic feed. Man, everything just dries up. This is why I stop at 10:45 now. So when I was looking, I was like, yo, I don't really get a lot of trades between 10:45 and 11 o'clock. So if I could shorten my day by 15 minutes, we're going to do it. Just another data provider. Is that who is providing data for their platform? Because then they just come out with their own platform, or no? Or did I just hear that that's the rumor that that's what they thought they were going to end up doing? Because of when they stopped allowing rhythmic purchases or something like that. They got tired of the rhythmic issues. Man, understandable. Shit, we tired of it too. But I know it's frustrating from the trader's standpoint, but I know it's got to be really frustrating from their standpoint, like the company's standpoint as well, having to reset accounts if you even reset, because some of these companies don't. But even aside from that, like the sheer number of tickets I'm pretty sure that they got, like I know at one point when the rhythmic issues were really crazy, they I think at one point were backlogged by like, I feel like it was 7,000 tickets or 10,000 tickets. It was insane. So when people talk about now how like, oh, I got my ticket replied to in a day, yeah, that's because they finally got rid of all those damn tickets. They were super backlogged. And then because stuff was happening around payout time and the fact that the payout window is the entire 2 weeks, they're backlogged on support tickets. They were having to pull people from support to help out with payouts. I mean, it was a lot. It was a shit show. It was. Yeah. Throwing shade then running out of chat is my thing. You should probably stop because I'm sick of it. Stop throwing shade because you don't have to be here at all. And I don't want you to be here if you're going to be doing that. That's not the place. You can do that in somebody else's chat. I think so, but not 100% sure about the platform thing. Yeah, my funded futures is not a company I probably would ever get an account with. I think the only company that I would even entertain in this moment is probably Top Step. That's just me personally. I was reading something though. I think I went to the CEO's Twitter yesterday and I was reading that he put out information about some, was it him? Yeah. Popular Futures prop firm white label provider has shared the launches of upcoming firms, both new and existing. By my calculations, in the next 6 months, they will likely add 25 new futures firms to the industry as a rival to FPFX of the CFD space. So I'm assuming FPFX is a white label for the Forex space. I'm not sure. But it's called Project X. And when you look at it's projectx.com, it shows that, oh, I guess this is who Top Step is white label through because Top Step is on there. I don't know. But it shows Top Step and Alpha Futures already there. And then it says coming soon, E8 Futures, which I know that's a Forex platform because some of my friends who trade Forex, they trade with E8 and they have been for years now. Hold on. Yep. All right. I said I wasn't gonna take any counter trend trades, but especially because that was volume was buyer's volume there. But I wanted to see because I just made rules solidified for the divergence where there's a double bottom, double top end. But anyway, all right. So E8 futures, Goat futures, Blue Sky, Tick Tick Trader. Wait, I thought Tick Tick was already a futures. Oh, maybe they're. Wait, what? FX IFI, so FXify, I don't know, futures, whatever, and one of one futures. Launches of upcoming firms, both new and existing. Okay, so Tick Tick is already a company, but I guess they're making changes. I also saw something, maybe it was on Twitter or Reddit or something, where people were complaining about Lilu and how they haven't been paying out. Yeah. $25 is his estimate. They don't have 25 listed on there though. So Blue Sky is too. So I guess maybe these companies that are already companies are like not necessarily relaunching, but they're going to be white labels of this specific company or something. I don't know. But that's what it looks like. It's on there. It's on there. Yeah, project. I'm about to look it up. I'm tired of looking at it on my phone. Y'all, don't tell me I ain't gonna have nothing. I want to take one more trade. Project X. Let's see. Web-based futures trading platform. Maybe these are the companies that are about to have their own platforms, because it talks about how Top Step was the case study. Alright, hold on. No, I needed to pull back a little bit further. But I don't know, because he showed one. He showed some kind of page where it actually showed. Oh, okay. You got buttons that don't work? Alright. Oh, it was the login page. Platform logins. Ah, so maybe that's what it is. So maybe these companies are going to end up having their own platforms. That's what it looks like. Interesting. Very interesting. I also, did I save this? I also saved something. I forgot who posted this, but it talked about how there's some final rule. I guess it was something that was in the works since 2022, maybe, but it talked about, I think this had to specifically do with prop firms. Damn, and I was on Twitter too. I don't remember whose page I was on. So I don't even follow anyone on Twitter. There's just a couple people that... Let me see. Where is it? me see if I can find this. Alright, that was invalid. Market dried up so much, I don't think I'm gonna get the last trade, so I think I'm just gonna have to take a random ass trade and just blow the account and leave it there. I really don't want to carry the balance forward. Who was it? I think it might have been a random person that I saw. But part of the ruling, so there was kind of 6 different bullet points. It talked about the final rule or law, whatever, prohibiting fake or false consumer reviews, consumer testimonials, and celebrity testimonials. Talked about buying positive or negative reviews, insider reviews, and customer testimonials. Company controlled review websites, review suppression, which was important because a lot of people have been talking about that in regards to Apex. And specifically, it says the final rule prohibits a business from using unfounded or groundless legal threats, physical threats, intimidation, or certain false public accusations to prevent or remove a negative consumer review. The final rule also bars a business from misrepresenting that the reviews on a review portion of its website represents all or most of reviews submitted. But the other part had to do, and I think it was with that part, is that you can't have anywhere in your agreements that people can't make negative comments or reviews. Because I don't know if you guys remember, even in those 4 hours worth of videos that they put out, he said something about like, we'll give you a second chance if you DCA, but if we see that you made negative comments on social media, then we'll take that ability away or something like that. Yeah, they can't shut down your accounts for making negative reviews. They can't do any of that. And no matter if it's in an NDA, if it's in an agreement of some sort, you cannot have that in your agreement, is what they said. Yeah. There was some other stuff. The person actually did a really good job of summarizing, but I don't remember who the person was. I only have the picture of it. But yeah. Where did I just read that? I saved it from someone who posted it on Twitter. Makes sense and actually answers many of the questions I had about prop firms. If you ever watched Top Step TV from September to January, Danny Trades was on a lot. He's starting a prop firm too. Oh gosh. CME thing. And you want to know something? That's probably why certain prop firms don't prop people up like that. Because, you know, a lot of times when you have people on your Top Step TV or, you know, you're propping people up, you're giving them a lot of like inside information from the business aspect because you're trying to build that trust with them because you want them to stay in all of that other stuff. But then sometimes you give them so much information that they just end up taking it and going and doing their own thing. And because you've propped him up on this platform, people know, like, and trust him to whatever extent. There are probably people who are going to at least try him out. Not to say that they might completely leave Top Step, but they're at least going to try him out. And you've lost a little bit of business because what they might have spent with you, they're going to spend with him, all because you've put him on this pedestal and on this platform. But no, I've actually never watched Top Step TV. I think I had tuned in one time, and whatever lady they had on there, I didn't like her voice, so I got off. It was getting on my nerves. The CME thing where they say they're going to start regulating prop firm space. No, I don't think, yeah, it wasn't about the CME thing. This was, yeah, I don't even freaking remember. But I did see him say that too. I seen him say that. But I really don't remember where I don't know whose it was. Yep, Yep, there are people who accounts they said were either suspended, put on probation, or canceled because of what they said online. Personally think Danny and Co are being seeded. I wouldn't be surprised. Many of the new props are being seeded by the larger prop firms. I would not be surprised because even I forgot who made a video about this. It could have been Swaggy C actually, which was weird because didn't he start his own prop firm or was attempting to? I don't keep up with him. But I remember that in the process of him making a video, because he was behind, I think it was Secure the Bag. I feel like it was Secure the Bag prop firm, and he ended up exposing them for basically screwing him over. And he ended up revealing that basically most prop firms out here are white labeled. They are co-owned by like some larger entity, and they just white label it to everyone, and you get to kind of, adjust things to how you want it to be. Do you want trailing drawdown? You want end of day drawdown? What do you want the payouts to look like and stuff like that? But it's all white labeled. Basically, he talked about that. So yeah, it's not surprising at all, honestly. All right, I'll stay to 11:30. If nothing happens by 11:30, I'm just going to purposely fail the account, and that's just going to be that because I'm sick of waiting. I could be almost done journaling by now. But I wish I remembered how I used to intraday swing trade, because that's probably what I would have just ended up doing, just putting on a trade with that instead of waiting for this. Yeah. He also was exposing how, like, he was told that he would have a lot more, I guess, control. And when it came down to it, he did not. He didn't at all. And they basically told him, you're going to do it like this. Otherwise, you're out of here. So, but I don't know if he ever ended up starting his own prop or not. Like I said, I don't really follow him like that. Occasionally a video or two of his will come up in my news feed and I'll watch it. But I don't really pay attention to people in the Forex space at all. Damn, it pushed through too. I may have to take a counter trend trade. Which I could take the... I don't really want to take counter trend. I don't like counter trend trades when the market starts to slow down anyway. So we'll wait for another pullback. Hopefully it doesn't happen here because we're at yesterday's high. So I don't want to take buys there. Danny Trades has his trading course. I think he's a total tool. Max contracts he maxes contracts every trade. What the hell? Could hook you up with a nice little T4 expert. Great scalping, and it does all the leg work. That mean I gotta go open up another Forex account. I actually have a friend. I need to call him. He's gonna be so pissed. You promised me you were calling me last week. I know I was doing shit. But I have a friend that has a trading bot for Forex. I used to use it, but because I was using it on a small account and he charged monthly for it, eventually I was just like, this is not worth it for me, even though I was profiting more than what it costs every month. But also I did not like, because at the time, and hopefully he does not still do this, but at the time you had to pay via crypto, And I told him, I was like, you have a bot that works pretty well. Now, I didn't like it. I liked the profit from it, but I didn't like the way it traded, because it traded martingale style, and that just, I hate it. I literally hate it. His new bot doesn't do that though. His new bot, he actually gave me the my FX book link to it. I need to go look at it. But now it trades with a stop loss and take profit. But yeah, he wants me to do some stuff for him, do videos, like explanation videos and stuff like that. I don't think he requires people to pay through crypto anymore, which I understood why, because you just have people in this space who do a lot of chargebacks. I mean, think about the people who threatened to do chargebacks with Apex because they were denied a payout when they DCA'd or whatever. Like, I just don't get it. But either way, I told him, I was like, you know, I know people who are looking for a bot just to be able to make some passive income, especially if it's a really good bot, but your process is way too complicated. Having to download MetaMask and do this and buy this and convert it to this and then go over here and send it, like, that's too much. I'm real tech savvy, and it was annoying and too much for me. Like, I don't want to do that. So I told him, you need to figure out a different way, whether you need to have a high risk merchant or what, do something, because I can't help you with that. I cannot send people to you. I don't care what the results are. I cannot do it. But he wants me to do some video work for him, and in exchange, he's supposed to give me, I think, the bot for free. All right, we got 13 minutes left. Damn, I really want to take a nap, but I really want to call him at the same time. Actually, I'm going to take my nap and I'm going to call him tomorrow. Damn, what is his name in my phone? Why can't I find it? Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, it's been 2 weeks. He's definitely gonna cuss me out as soon as we get on the phone. I knew we were gonna reverse there. Why are you doing this to me? FX Blue. I missed a long setup at 580. Good to you, and it's a trading utility. It's actually crazy, but I don't need it. Did you develop it yourself? They do chargebacks after they blow the account. Yeah, they do all kind of crazy shit. I'm trying to give you this utility. You've been trying to give me to me? When did you mention it? Seen in discourse with a person. Yeah, people have been charging back to prop firms for blowing their accounts. If they are denied a payout, there's all kind of ridiculous stuff people are doing. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so the average risk to reward is 3.75. It's not bad. About 5 trades a day. So the account started at a 12. Let's see. Account started at 1268 and it's at 9,200 in 2 months. Yeah, there's 14 people on it right now. All right, what we looking like? Nothing. Nothing at all. I at least wanted to take a valid setup. But okay. I guess not. I might just come back in the afternoon and trade it. If nothing happens by 11:30. Oh, I get it now. So some of it was deposits from people he has in the portfolio. See you, Janelle. Have a great weekend. FOMC minutes are next week. Let's go see. I don't ever look at that stuff until Sunday when I'm preparing my journal. Let's see. Says Bostic is speaking on Tuesday. Powell is speaking Friday. What is the Jackson Hole Symposium? Fed, Reserve Bank of Kansas City. Oh, it happens annually. That's why I'm like, what the hell is that? The Economic Policy Symposium held in Jackson Hole, Wyoming is attended by central bankers, finance ministers. Meetings are closed to the press, but officials usually talk with reporters throughout the day. Comments and speeches from central bankers and other influential officials can create significant market volatility. Alright then. Alright, 8 minutes and I'm just going to close up shop. I'll probably keep my charts open because I just want to take another pullback. I'm just going to continue trading this account with just the pullbacks in the direction of the trend. Until hopefully the account either blows or I get it back to full drawdown. And I'll just keep the charts open until that happens. I'll keep my alarms on so that, but I want to take a nap. What's worth more, my nap or potentially getting this account back to full drawdown? That's the question. They get together and be, not when they get together and be annoying for 2 days. It says day 1 is medium impact and day 2 is high impact. Oh, it looks like it's going to be 3 days, but the 3rd day is Saturday, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's see. We got light impact on Monday, light impact on Wednesday. Oh, why didn't I see the FOMC meeting minutes? I looked right past it. I literally looked at Bostic speaking. I don't know how I did that. I looked here and I was looking for the letters FOMC. How did I completely look over that? I don't know. All right, so that's Wednesday. 8:45, 9:30. I hate the days like next Thursday where we have the high impact at 8:45, medium at 9, and low at 9:30. I hate those days. I'm not gonna lie, because what ends up happening is, all right, I'm starting, and I'm probably next week gonna start back trading at 8:30. I'm gonna stop the whole starting at 8:35. We'll see. But if I start at 8:35, I only got 2 minutes to trade because I stopped 7 minutes before high impact news. So, or 3 minutes. So I got 3 minutes to trade, and then I have to stop. And then I start back at 8:47, but then I only have 8 minutes to trade because I have to stop 5 minutes before a medium impact news. Like, so that first 30 minutes of the session is so annoying. So annoying. But I still like to trade it because I typically will still get trades in those little bitty time spans. I will still typically get trades. So we'll see. I don't know. Don't snow. But I think I'm gonna close. I think I'm gonna be done. So I will show you the accounts dashboard. Not a horrible day. That last trade really helped me out, especially I would have ended up break even if that one trade where the POC changed on me at the last second. If I didn't lose that trade, I would have been fine. But so that's where we are. Like I said, I'm about to keep trading this account to the end of the day until something happens with it, and we'll just go from there. But wait a minute, what's up? You better be glad I saw that because I almost didn't see it. What's up? But yeah, so I took 5 trades. I won 1, lost 2, broke even on 2. Believe that's what it is. So not a horrible day. I do want to look at one of the losses, but again, the biggest thing is that I just missed 2 and didn't get filled on 1. Otherwise I would have had a green day, but no biggie. So I'm gonna do something with this last $1,100 and see if I can make something shake. But I might just take a nap and come back at 1 o'clock. That's probably what I'll do, because typically I like the volume patterns more after 1, when after lunchtime. So we'll see. I have to look at that. All right, online safety. I don't know what you wanted to say, but I'm up out of here. Catch me on Monday, and don't come in here throwing shade on Monday. I don't want to deal with it. I don't. Please treat me how I treat you. But I thank you guys for tuning in to the longer stream today. This will never happen again because I'm tired. But I thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend. Oh, wait. Just use Dukas. What the hell is that now? Oh, I'll write it down. All right. Yes. See ya, Amelia. See you guys next week. Bye.